Hello and welcome, Parkway Pirates. My name is Ms. Vazquez, and I will be teaching Slingshot ELA, Research and Social Studies, as well as sixth grade ELA and Research. So I can't wait to have all of my students with me. I will be teaching face-to-face as of right now, and I want to just give you a heads up of some information about me. So I'm originally from Puerto Rico. I moved here when I was in high school. I started high school here in 10th grade. I graduated UCF a few years back, and I love traveling. So every single year, I try my best to do some travels. Obviously, right now, due to COVID, haven't been able to do much. Something else that I really like and have not been able to do because of COVID is going to theme parks. So if you guys are thinking that your summer got ruined because of COVID, I'm in the same boat. Okay, so I totally understand how you guys are feeling. Something else about me, I own two dogs. So I'm a dog mom. Their names are Leo and Luna, and they are my babies. So once you guys come in the classroom, I'm sure we're going to get to know each other more. So I know that most of us have not been to school in quite a while. So I'm sure that we are a little bit eager and maybe we don't really know what we're going to be doing at school and how that's going to look like. So more information to come as you guys come into school first week. But just to summarize what you will be learning in my classroom, a lot of comprehension and a lot of how to interpret text and how to write about a text and kind of just channel your thoughts and your opinions and how to efficiently talk about that and how to write about that. Now, I want to talk about some expectations. Number one, health and safety is priority right now. So I want to make sure to make clear that we should have our masks on at all times. Okay? So this is how we should be looking in our classroom. All right? So that's that. Now, I want to make sure that we make huge growth this year. So that's one of my expectations for you guys is to make growth, to grow. We're all going to make mistakes. It's going to be a huge learning curve. But what's important is to reflect on what we are doing every single day, whether it's a success story or a failure story, and know that we are growing from that. I also expect you guys to show respect and to be responsible within the classroom, and that goes to all of the COVID expectations that we're going to go over through during the first week of class, as well as just in general content and in the classroom. Be a nice friend, be a nice classmate, be a nice student, be a nice person. Also, we need to show integrity. So I do expect you guys to be honest with me, honest with your peers, as well as just within the school. Additionally, and lastly, I want you to show tenacity. So we don't always wake up every single day excited to go to school, right? But we need to come with the best attitude possible to get as much as we can done every single day. Alrighty, so what will we need for Miss Vazquez class? First and foremost, I do expect you guys to get yourself a binder. Does not have to be big, but just have something to store all of the classroom materials and everything that we're going to be doing, handouts and everything in class. I do have a few binders that I can provide, but I do expect you to get your own. Those binders are to be kept in the classroom to minimize exposure to other rooms. So anything that you can get within the binder to kind of just protect your paper. So you need paper, of course, and you need pencils. So unfortunately, because of COVID, I will not be able to provide as many materials as I usually do. So please take this into consideration when planning for the school year. So again, paper, binder, pencils. Everything else that we would use in the classroom, I will provide on that day and you take home basis. And if we were to need anything else, I would let you guys know. But that's the main things you guys will need for my classroom. Now, also, I do want to mention it would be nice to come prepared with hand sanitizer. I will always provide some in the classroom, but it would be best practice for you to always have hand sanitizer with you. So that's something a little bit extra that I do would like to require for you guys to have. And of course, your mask. I will be providing some face shields to students when we are doing any kind of small group instruction or if we are over here at my desk, and I will be disinfecting those. But you are always welcome to bring a face shield to class as long as you have a mask underneath. Okay, so that's basically it, what you need for my classroom. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of materials that we need to have and use in the classroom for activities or just lessons. And due to COVID, we're going to be using those even more just to minimize sharing in the classroom. So I always welcome any kinds of donations to my classroom, and I will be sharing my wish list with you guys during the first week of school. But just a brief overview, pencils, markers, sticky notes, index cards, anything like that, paper, all of those things are more than welcome. Hand sanitizer, so masks, all that kind of stuff is welcome and of course not required. But if you could donate to my classroom, that would be greatly appreciated, as we know that we will be using a lot in the classroom. All right, this is mainly for parents, but really for students as well. How can you get a hold of me when you need something from me, or just to talk, or just to answer any questions? This is my email. I posted it below. It's Cristina.vazquezhogue@osceolaschools.net. This is my primary form of communication. This is how I mainly communicate with my parents. So make sure that you could to know that you can email me at any point in time. What are some other things that we're going to use for contact information? So we were going to have Remind, and in the first week of school, I will be sending out those codes for each class period. Remind will be used for announcements primarily, and to keep you up to date with things that are going on in the school as well as in the classroom. Other things, I will be providing all the parents as well as the students a classroom app. So it's a presentation that I've designed that I will be giving you the link to, and you can save it as your in your homepage on your phone, and you can always access anything that you need from the classroom. So news, announcements, contact info, my information, what we're doing in class, all that will be explained and given out on the first week of school. Something else that I do want to mention is a lot of the stuff that we do in class, I will be posting in Teams. I'm going to do a classroom Teams as if we were digital. And that way, if we ever need to go digital, everything will be there already. Also, if your students at home would like to review classroom stuff, or if you just missed a day, that's going to be there for you. So it's going to be very useful. That's another thing, that this is how students can get a hold of me from home if they were to need my help or have questions, and then I can kind of get back to them outside of the classroom. So that's going to be really good. Now, I've been working really hard to get the classroom ready, and it's still not done, but I did want to give you a little preview of what the classroom looks like. Okay, so this is going to be your classroom 7005 with Ms. Vazquez.